I closed the card my sister calls her business account. So my sister Megan is 34 and she's been starting a business for about 6 years now. It's always something, candles, then leggings, then some crystal thing, then coaching other women on how to start their own businesses, which is honestly the funniest part because she's never actually finished starting hers. 2 years ago I made a mistake. She came to me crying because she couldn't get approved for a credit card on her own. Something about her credit being shot from the leggings phase. She begged me to add her as an authorized user on one of mine. I said fine, thinking she'd put a few $100 on it for supplies and pay it off. I even told her, this is temporary, okay? Just till you get on your feet. She started calling it her business account almost immediately, like it was hers. Oh, don't worry, I'll just put it on the business account. That's a business expense. It goes on the account. My account. The one with my name on it that I get the bill for. At first the charges were small. 50 here, 100 there. Then it crept up. I'd check the statement and see stuff that had nothing to do with any business. DoorDash 3 times in one day. A spa. Something from Sephora for $210. When I asked her about the Sephora charge, she said, I need to look presentable for my brand. It's a write-off. She says write-off like it's a magic word that makes money reappear. I kept paying it because I didn't want to be the bad guy, and because every time I brought it up, she'd get this wobbly voice and say I was trying to sabotage her right when things were about to take off. Things were always about to take off. For 2 years, they were about to take off. The breaking point was in March. I'm at the grocery store and my own card gets declined. Declined. I've got a full cart and a line behind me and I have to put stuff back. I get home, log in, and the balance is almost $11,000. Most of it hers. There's a charge for $1,400 from some conference in Miami I never heard about. I called her. I said, Megan, there's a $1,400 charge for a conference. And she goes, totally calm. Yeah, the Manifestation Summit, it's for the business. I said, you flew to Miami on my card. She said, on the business account, don't make it weird. I called the bank that night and had her removed as an authorized user and closed the card. Took 10 minutes. The lady on the phone was very nice about it. Megan found out 2 days later when she tried to buy something and it didn't go through. She called me 11 times. When I finally picked up, she was screaming that I shut down her business and that I had no idea how much damage I'd done, that she had vendors expecting payment, that I'd ruined her. I said, Megan, it was my credit card. She said, it was our account. You can't just close a business account. That's illegal. I'm going to talk to a lawyer. I almost laughed. I said, go ahead. Tell the lawyer your sister stopped paying for your spa days. She switched tactics. Started crying. Said she couldn't believe I'd do this to family, that mom would be so disappointed. And sure enough, an hour later, mom calls me. Your sister is devastated. She says you cut off her business funding. Why would you do that to your own sister? Like I'd fired her from a job. Like I owed her a salary. I sent mom a screenshot of the statement. The DoorDash, the Sephora, the Manifestation Summit. The DoorDash, the Sephora, the Manifestation Summit. The $11,000. I just sent it with no message. Mom didn't call back that night. The next morning I got a text from her that said, Megan's been telling everyone in the family that I abandoned her and destroyed everything she built. My aunt messaged me asking if we could find a compromise and offered that maybe I could open a new card with a spending limit so Megan could rebuild. I said no. My cousin asked if I felt bad. I said the only thing I feel bad about is waiting 2 years. The vendors Megan kept talking about, the ones expecting payment, turns out there were no vendors. There was no inventory. There was a Miami hotel and a spa and a Sephora and a woman who calls a stranger's credit card her business. She's now telling people she's between accounts.